0, 1. Let's get started.
Why they stopping me?
Bye, crypto bro.
What's going on, crypto world? It's that guy again, Ball Deep Crypto, coming at you with another stellar XLM piece. You know how I'd get down. Let's start it off by saying Ball Deep Crypto is not a financial advisor. He's just a guy talking to a computer about what he's into, what he's doing. What you do with your money is your decision. This is not financial advice. That being said, let's get into it. As you can see here, we got a post from Melon's Trade. We've entered a new realm for RWA on Stellar XLM. Of course, this ties into just about every video we've done lately ever since Sorbonne's launch of Protocol 23, and particularly after Meridian 2025. Let's take a look at what Stellar's doing here. You've got RWA value up 20.18% from 30 days ago, people, to 641 million in RWA value. The stablecoin market is 250.93 million, up 12.76%. You've got RWA holders up 7.88%, 3,575, and stablecoin holders are 559,000, up 3.56%. As you can see, Sorbonne, Protocol 23 as a, Agua as a settling token, Blend as a token as well, people. This is going to continue to grow. And what do I always say? ETH coming for that ass. That's all I got to say about that. Shout out to Sammy. I do appreciate whatever this person's putting down. Shout out to you, Luke and Sammy. He says here at Stellar Meridian, obviously the vice mayor of Rio de Janeiro has announced the launch of the Rio Crypto City Strategy with Stellar, people. Following the early launch of the Rio AI City, supported by NVIDIA and Oracle. Just a couple of small players, NVIDIA and Oracle, bunch of no-names. But what is this Rio City Strategy with Stellar? Let's see what he's got to say.
Everyone, we're already thinking on a strategy together to think how should be a crypto city. So we launched the Rio AI City strategy, and we're launching today Rio Crypto City strategy with Stellar.
Stellar, yeah. Well, I think that's the place we should end. Thank you so much for coming, Eduardo. I know you have a busy calendar, and we can't wait to see you as mayor. And but right now, we love you in your role as vice mayor.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure. Welcome to Rio.
All right, take care of you. Thank you so much.
Obviously on stage there with Danelle Dixon. Shout out to her, CEO, Stellar Development. So this is big news. Now you're wondering, what in the hell is Rio Crypto City Strategy? You know what we do around here. Let's take a little deeper dive. Now, as you can see here, the Rio Crypto City refers to the Rio Crypto City Strategy, a municipal initiative announced on September 18th, 2025, during the Meridian 2025 conference. This builds on Rio's earlier Rio AI City program, launched with support from NVIDIA and Oracle, like we just said. It focuses on blockchain and cryptocurrency integration to modernize the city's economy. So they are looking to go digital, blockchain, crypto, people. The announcement was made by Rio's vice mayor, as we just saw as a keynote session with Danelle Dixon. Now, Rio does have 10 million plus residents, so this is a very, very large opportunity and transition. Now, the key elements of the strategy and Stellar's role would be the core focus. The strategy aims to embed blockchain into urban finance, including stablecoin issuance, tokenized real-world assets, people, we keep talking about it, RWAs, on, and digital payments. Now, it positions Rio as a crypto-friendly hub in Latin America, similar to how Miami and Dubai have pursued crypto adoption. So this is starting to spread. Miami, Dubai, now Rio de Janeiro. Now, Stellar's involvement, obviously, Stellar would be the primary blockchain partner. You love to hear that, people. Stellar XLM. leveraging its low-cost, fast transaction network for payments and asset tokenization, people. Tokenization. Token. The announcement highlighted Stellar's strengths in emerging markets with immediate ties to conference reveals like the Mercado Bitcoin, which we've talked about before. It's Latin America's largest exchange. Obviously, they are teaming up with Stellar. Now, issuing $200 million in tokenized fixed income and equity assets on Stellar. Red Swan, which we talked about, that was on the backboard there, and tokenizing in $200 million in commercial real estate. Shout out to Red Swan. Big opportunity with the tokenization of real estate all over the place. You can get fractionalized shares. Centrifuge, obviously we've talked about them on a couple of videos, but I think one is specifically for them. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's got some good details. Launching the DRWA, the decentralized RWAs, with a $20 million anchor investment for yield-bearing products. Now, integrations like Circle's CC TP V2, which we've had a video on about that new upgrade as well. People, we've got these videos. We've got the the royal we, Mr. Boring has these videos. Go into the library, take a look, catch yourself up, integrate yourself with what's going on. This is happening, people. For cross-chain transfers and PayPal's PYUSD stablecoin going live on Stellar. There's a lot going on. This is Stellar, people. Like I said, the rails, the plumbing, that's what they're doing. Moving in silence. They are no joke. Now, this isn't isolated. Stellar has been deepening its Latin American ties, including events like the Blockchain Rio in August of 2025, and tools like the new Meridian Pay smart contract built by Cheesecake Labs. We got a video on Cheesecake Labs, too. I love Cheesecake Lab. Shout out to them. They're putting out some good stuff, you know, and who doesn't like cheesecake? For seamless crypto use in Rio. Now, of course, the overall benefits would be to Rio. It would be faster and cheaper remittances, which we know Stellar wants to capitalize on the remittances market. I mean, it is a huge opportunity. 6 to 7% global fees on remittances. They want to be under a fraction of a cent, you know, and under 1% total. Come on. And the global initiative by the World Economic Forum and the financial institutions, they want it to be down to under 3% globally. So this is something that the banks and the institutions and everybody else have seen and recognized, and this is going to be happening, people. So, and crypto is the way to get it below it needs to be for the global initiative. Now, the fractional ownership of assets like real estate, like I said, you fractionally own like an apartment building or something like that. If it makes money, you get paid off it. That is going to be a future, so you can own parts of buildings, structures, anything else, you know, communities, you know, it's on and on. And government-backed stablecoins for public services. It could attract tech talent and investment, boosting GDP through tokenized urban projects, real estate, or infrastructure. Now, the early wins include potential on-chain treasuries for transparency and city spending. Obviously, to Stellar, you know, what's the overall benefits to it? It accelerates its adoption in high-growth regions like Brazil, which is a top 10 crypto market by volume currently. It validates Stellar's RWA and stablecoin focus. RWA, Sorbonne, come on, people, drawing more builders and capital. The conference itself saw 110 plus hackathon submissions, fostering innovation in payments and DeFi. So we've got growth in the ecosystem. We've got devs coming on. We've got them building. This is exploding, people, in silence. Participants and the key benefits and the monetary impact, because, you know, people, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. You know, that's how we roll over here. Obviously, SDF, they always, you know, partnership grants, gains visibility in Latin America's go-to blockchain for cities. They want Stellar to be the go-to in Latin America. It positions Stellar as an RWA leader. Sorbonne, Protocol 23, Protocol 24 coming out. Come on now. Obviously, you've got donation grants from tokenized assets. You've got the 20 million centrifuge anchor flows through the network. That's a big deal. Direct hackathon prizes, obviously, so they can give people incentives to build on and build the apps on the platform. Obviously, and you know, you've got Decaf and Etherfuse, which we talked about. We have a video on them. Just watch them. They're boring, I know. Fall asleep to it if you have to. Potential for increased treasury volume via XLM appreciation from higher TVL, 500 million plus, and new tokenized assets announced. Love to hear that. Sorbonne, Agua, Blend, let's go. Now you've got developers and builders, obviously, access to tools like smart contracts, AMM upgrades and events, and easier RWA issuance for Rio projects. grants from the SDF, revenue from building DEPs on tokenized assets, fees from the 200 million Red Swan real estate platform, higher freelance employment demand in Latin America ecosystems. Obviously, you've got project partners, Mercado Bitcoin, which we talked about, MoneyGram, and Ondo. Obviously, Ondo, we know who they are with. They are with BlackRock. Now, scalable rails for RWAs, stablecoins, cross-chain bridges, obviously because of the CCTP v2 from USDC, and the enable the global liquidity. Now, you've got, obviously, issuance fees on 200 million plus tokenized assets. I'd love to hear. Let's keep going with that. Yield from products like USDY on Ondo and the DJTRSY from Centrifuge. You've got MoneyGram's app could process millions in remittances, earning 1 to 2% fees. Overall, it boosts TVL, increasing protocol revenues. Ondo's 20 million plus in yield-bearing stablecoins. People, this is just going to... you already know. You already know. XLM token holders and users. Obviously, you've got broader utility demand. Rio Strategy could onboard millions via city-backed wallets and apps. You've got potentially 10 million people, like it said. Huge opportunity. Obviously, XLM up could be at 5 to 10% post-announcement. Demand for XLM as gas reserves and transactions. 400 million plus in new RWAs require XLM locking. People. Every single thing, every single part of the ecosystem that run on Stellar. Stellar requires a native XLM fee for it, a micro fee. Burn, baby, burn. It's deflationary. There's only like 32 or 36 billion of them that the public have. That is it. There's only 50 billion total. That's it. There cannot be more. I cannot stress it to you. Stakers earn 2 to 5% APY via liquidity pools, and retail users save on fees versus traditional finance, of course. For institutions and enterprises via PayPal and Circle, you've got compliant entry to emerging markets, tokenized funds for Rio's real estate and infrastructure. You've got yield generation. PayPal holders earn from on-chain interest. Circle benefits from its CCTP fees on cross-chain flows. Of course, interoperability, we talk about it. They want every chain to communicate, at least the ones that are on the up and up as far as being regulated and up to board with the institutions. Now, but you got a potential of 100 million plus in institutional inflows to Stellar via Rio pilots, creating recurring revenue from asset management. Sorbonne is such a huge deal here. I mean, you've already established the rails with the anchors and the offboarding and person-to-person, peer-to-peer. Now they're going to be doing cross-border. And now they're going to be tackling and doing RWAs. Stellar does it all, people. You wonder why I'm drinking this Kool-Aid. Diabetes be damned. Fill it up. I want extra sugar. Let's go. Okay, in summary, the strategy supercharges Stellar's momentum in RWAs, a 10 trillion plus market opportunity with immediate 500 million plus in tokenized value unlocked at Meridian. Let's go. Monetarily, it's a flywheel. More Rio adoption equals higher XLM velocity, which equals ecosystem revenues and price upside. Watch for pilots like city-issued stablecoins in 2026 for further gains. If you're holding XLM or building on Stellar, this is a bullish signal for the Latin America expansion. Not financial advice, but you already know your guy. He loves XLM, Stellar, Sorbonne, Agua, Yield. That's just what I'm doing. Again, time is money, people, and you chose to spend it here. Hopefully you got some value. I hope each and every one of you have a great day. And like I always say, chase a check, never chase a bit.